I'm happy to say that I finally found a good best of one list that I really enjoy playing a lot, and it's this Esper Control deck. So I'm not really a huge fan of the best one format. It feels very like high variance. It feels very snowbally. It feels like play draw is a huge problem. So I usually kind of avoid it, especially in metagames that feel like there's a ton of aggro decks. And if you play a control deck that's like really good against aggro, then you just rock paper scissors your way against mid range or another control deck that's playing like a greedier list, and then you kind of lose. And I really don't like that feeling. So I tried to build a list that was really good against aggro while still having things that are both good against aggro and control cards like the End, for example. The End, which allows you, like against ramp, to take away the Atraxa, against control, allows you to take away their Planeswalker win cons. So instead of playing counter magic, I'm just playing better spells that will be much better when drawn off the top. So counter spells are usually kind of weak if I play like cards like Make Disappear. If I top deck that against an aggro deck, I'm probably dead. And there are a lot of aggro decks. And sometimes even early game against cards like Thalia, you really don't want a proactive like answer where you need to hit the answer while it's on while you need to hit the creature while it's on the stack instead of like removing it after the fact. So that was the philosophy behind this creation here, where I didn't want counter magic, and I was trying to find things that were good against the matchups that I would be weaker against without counter magic, so control decks and ramp decks. And I found that with the End, it is definitely a step in the right direction. Now, against heavy control decks, like greedy control decks, I'm probably not going to win, but I was willing to take that loss to have like a very good matchup spread across the board against everything else, including ramp, because with the End and Kaya, you basically have a guaranteed win con with Kaya where they literally cannot interact with it. They'll have 0 cards in their deck that can interact with this unless they're playing Edict, which they're probably not because it's a black spell that they usually won't have access to in best of one. So this card, you draw it eventually, you play it, and it just sticks and it wins the game. So you have that. So the second goal is to make sure you don't lose to their like creatures. So you have sweepers, Sunfall. You have another sweeper that hits their enchantments, which allows you to hit the Beanstalk and the binding, which will free up your planeswalkers as well, or your other things that you're. Well, I guess there's only Wandering Emperor, but whatever. It hits enchantments. It's relevant. It exiles the graveyard, which is also relevant. And then Path of Peril, which is just very versatile, very good against aggro, especially good in this deck because you can use the cleave with the white on 6 to get a global sweeper. And it also is very good against tokens, which there are a lot of. So you have the in domain, you have the 3/3s that they can summon for 7. This card does a really good job at dealing with that. And then you also have the really good whale, a Hornlock Whale, which allows you to have a creature and a removal spell. So it's good against aggro because you get the early game removal spell and you get the body, but it's also good against control because you just have a 6/6 flash threat. So this card is also in that slot of like good against aggro, good against greedier decks. Same thing for Wandering Emperor, where you have the obvious exile type creature gain life, but you also have the 2/2s that can start snowballing the game for you in slower matchups. You have the Mirex as a win con, obviously. That's like a given at this point. You have a random Restless Fortress, which can do work in some scenarios, so it's probably worth playing. And then after that point, the goal is to not die to like very quick aggro decks. So we have the cut down, so we have the march, which is going to be good against planeswalkers as well, since you can hit you play anything, well, planeswalkers or creatures, so not face, but still really good card, gains you life, very good. The Sunset Revelry, which in control matchups can actually draw you a card, so it's not completely dead. And even if it is dead, I did think about that, and I'm playing a Faithful Mending, maybe possibly thinking about going up to 2 of this, because this card, I feel like it's underplayed. I feel like this will tie a lot of decks together that are playing a control game plan. Because the main weakness of a control deck is that it needs certain answers at certain times against different matchups. So a control deck will never be always good. It's always going to be like, okay, this side of my deck is good against this current matchup, but I also needed cards that were good against this other matchup that are in my list that are not as good in this matchup. That was a bit of a okay. So essentially you have cards that will not be good in matchups. Like you have to play a variety of cards to answer the wide variety of decks you can face. And those cards can be discarded with Faithful Mending. And that's why it's so important to have some form of looting, especially cheap, and especially one that gains you 2 life as well. So it will be relevant against aggro when you're digging for those sweepers. And against control, you'll be discarding cards like Cut Down, cards like Go for the Throat, cards like Path of Peril. So it's extremely good to have something like this that will allow you to cycle through cards to find the right cards. Because proactive decks, the advantage of playing in best of one with a proactive deck is that your deck will always have the same game plan and will always be working from ahead proactively. So they don't need to like search for specific cards. Their deck always works in the same way every game. Okay, enough of that. I do have some card advantage in this deck. Now it is a little bit limited, so against very greedy decks, you're gonna have some trouble here. 4 Quick Study and 2 Deluge. So not super good card advantage, but still going for efficiency over like really good card advantage in the late game, because games can end pretty quickly against aggro. So you need that 3 mana card over the 4 usually. Also, Celestes can also loot cards, which is very useful. Again, kind of the same theory behind Faithful Mending, where you want a card that contributes to you finding the right spells. And this also gains life, and it's also a mana rock. So it's working twofold for you, and it's really, really nice for that kind of effect. And I think that's about it, right? We just have one random virtue that I probably am gonna cut, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of nice to have that extra life gain Tides removal and then that random potential win con. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but I'm playing it, so it's still in testing. Not really sure if it's worth playing though, so you can cut this if you want. Maybe play a second Faithful Mending instead. I would argue that might be correct, but I'm not sure. But anyways, that's enough of my breakdown here. There was a lot going on in this deck that I wanted to explain, mostly like the dynamic of like playing a control deck, but I've got that out of the way, so I'm gonna leave you with that. But I guess it's kind of understandable. Yeah, it's not completely ridiculous. On right on the draw again. I really should play 4 Cut Down. I already said it. I don't think there's a reason not to. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna play more Cut Down, or maybe play another copy of March, because I think it is pretty necessary. Probably. Ward. Yeah, Jesus, this thing is insane. Only a sorcery, right? Yeah. I haven't seen I haven't seen Mono Red in a minute yet. Yeah, prowess is like a funny sequence of keywords. I think this might be incorrect, I'm not sure. But I think getting like a potential good like big march off. Okay, if they played land 4. Oh, no, wait, no, they couldn't play land 4. They didn't miss land, right? Did they? No, they didn't. Because they wanted to play, right? That's fine. They couldn't do this and activate immediately, which is kind of what I was scared of there. But I really wanted to get this down so I can start gaining life and looting away useless things. I think I would discard this probably, yeah. I want a quick study, I think, so fine. Alright. Guess I'm always playing this and then probably slamming this. Oh wow. Makes sense. I mean, you get the chick for free. Kind of cool. Not a big deal. Have Giga life gain. Eventually. Start with this. I hope I can't die on 9 with 5 mana open, but who knows. Like technical 11. It's actually interesting. They have not managed to like flip this again, which is uncommon for Mono, I would say. I was really hoping they would have to flip that once I went to Knight. Worst case, I just gain 2, I guess. Yeah, it's probably not happening though. I mean, yeah, 4 mana is like 6 damage maximum. They're still not flipping this, which is kind of annoying. Also, they can counter my March by killing their own thing. Okay, well, now they flipped it. Oh, cool. Actually good. That's not weird. I just make the... I always make the thing there. Alright, cool. I think we're guaranteed to win here. Yeah, I guess this is why you play the whale. Again, I've already mentioned this, but you really need quick win cons in control, and especially in best of one. Actually, it's even worse in best of one to not play win cons that are fast, because sometimes you do have to race. There's no real stabilizing against some of these decks. They will just keep pushing you to the limits, and then eventually you die to top deck removal spell. Like, you actually have to kill them quickly enough.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Whale's the best control adventure? Oh yeah, 100%, yeah. I mean, it's kind of I would say it's the only control adventure, really. Like, the virtue is not great, because most of the time in control... I mean, depending on the control deck, most of the time you have white, so you have exile, so you're not getting that much value out of it, and you don't have your own creatures. The white one is more for mid-range, because you need a board. But it's still decent in control. But... the whale's the only one that's like really a control one. Orange's necklace. You cut the band charm, you play quick study. I already built the... I can show you after, I guess. I don't know if I actually built it or not. The optimized version of that. I think I might have built it already. Okay, I mean, these hands are just horrible. And this is also horrible, but it's not like I can mulligan this, so... hopefully it's not a control deck, because I put Kaya at the bottom, and I have no way of bringing it back. Yep, it's an aggro deck. And I have 4 lands, a 6-drop. No life gain. 6 mana sweeper. This is gonna end well, but no Kumano though, so I can rejoice in that fact. I'll just try to sweep them if they don't curve out. Take the damage. Maybe I just brick that. I think I just brick that. I saved myself 3 HP there. I think it's worth. And this land is so annoying. A double Wandering Emperor is reasonable. I'll be able to gain some life. This is just worthless. Maybe I even keep Kaya most of the time instead of this. I don't know. I'm still in a decent spot. They're not curving out good. And in their situation, they should have just looted with this. I don't know why they were looking for damage in that position with their hand this bad. They can brick that, but it's the same thing as just dealing the damage to my face. So it's not worth. Or worst case, they should just destroy that probably. Okay, I mean, I really regret keeping this, but it's like more often relevance than not. Should you box the tick if you want to play only against mono red? I'm only playing against mono red right now. Oh yeah, maybe. There we go. Looting away the mountain. Attacking in. Just go for double blockers here. Probably worth. Alright, cool. It's like, this is the problem with playing control, is that some of your cards have to be bad against aggro, because otherwise you're going to lose to like the more mid-rangey or control decks. But when you draw those cards early, your deck feels so bad. Two lands on the play, that's not looking too good. And smoothing bitter, give me something better than that. Surely it's that. I mean, I could be wrong. Also, is it ever play this on turn 1? Probably not. Gaining that 1 life is probably relevant. It's not even guaranteed it's an aggro deck that plays on turn 1. Oh, well. Well, I also might need this for Thalia, though, too. I only have 1 removal. I would probably not even use it on a 1-drop. Yeah, that's fine. So this matchup is, like, kind of okay. If I knew I was drawing that, I would have never got down there. Oh, sure, that's okay. So I would have to play sorcery speed here to do something. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna Fateful Mending and just wail. Probably worth. Go for a sweeper. Like, a sweeper just completely wins me the game here. Yeah. That's ugly. That's very bad. That's not what I was looking for at all. Not 2 lands. That's it's definitely not what I wanted. I need one of my 5 sweepers. That would put a very good angle hold on this game, I think. Sure. Oh, nope. Wow. Oh. That is annoying. No sweeper still. Sunset Revelry. Sunset Revelry. Can't find a sweeper. Okay, good. Good enough. I would have lost the game there with like I dug so far for that. 15 cards deep. 17 cards. Yeah. Oh, now they have this though. Ah, yeah, it's too late, right? Soldier. Oh wait, what? Oh, I mean, it's not like not that good, I guess. Yeah, it's not that good. It makes 2/1/1s. It's manageable. I need like one more sweeper to shut the game down completely. Yeah, weird. Kind of weird that they're playing that. I mean, it's never a bad card, I guess. It's just kind of not super great. Oh, they should have played that, no? Cutting that down, I guess. That might be a misplay, but I think it's fine. Okay, I'm feeling pretty decent here. Until that, I guess. Sure. I mean, I let them try first, right? I don't know. Emperor 2/2 here? No, because then I can't interact with that, I think. I think that's wrong. Is it wrong though? Wait, okay. Yeah, but then no, because then I can't. No, I don't want this to scry anymore. I think it's a problem. I think I just take it out. And I just slam the whale. Which is probably correct. No, I don't slam the whale. I don't know. Going on top. I just wish I could use. Okay, now I definitely don't. Okay, now I can do it. So this is perfect. I actually wanted to land there, kind of. So now I can make it. Oh, was that gonna auto tap me actually? No, it wasn't. I was like, wait a minute. I don't trust that auto tapper there. No, whoa. Well, actually, I mean, if they attack it, I just block it. It's fine. It's the same thing.
Anyone who harms my people
Soldier is
will
probably more
have to
important.
strike.
No, human. Human's more important. Yeah. They're playing the 2/2.
We must protect.
Did I watch the championship in Historic yesterday? No. Why would I watch that? Oh, come on. So annoying. Whatever. Yeah, that's like the only card that's like really annoying actually, because they get a good enlist off of it. It's like the only creature that does that.
That's it then.
Hmm. I mean, I can exile it, I guess. I'm not that good of a spot, I guess. I have better top decks than them, but they drew pretty well in the mid game here, surprisingly. I do have a 6/6. I can enlist it though, but then I just get rid of it. Wait, maybe it's one ram per plus. That way they have to discard, and then I just exile it after. Well, I guess they wouldn't discard. I could get wrecked here. That's the problem. Like, this goes to 6. If I put it 7, is there a way I get wrecked? Like, flash 2/1/1s? Are they really playing that? I think they would. I might as well minus, right? It's just annoying. It puts this at 1, which I don't like. But... maybe that's not the play. Maybe I do make that play. Or maybe I block it with a 2/2 and then first strike the 2/2. But then they can discard that. But then I just exile it. It's probably fine actually. I'll do that. So I'm basically getting. Oh, oops. Oh, block here. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, and then they'll just. Okay, now I do it. Yeah, then I keep my token. Okay.
I hope you're ready
Oh wait,
for
that's tapped.
some.
Oh no, what the?
This is
That's
what you
actually
call fighting
tapped.
for
What?
my people.
I was so used to this having vigilance and never being tapped. I did not even consider that was possible that this was tapped. I got lucky enough to get out of here. I've never seen an Adeline tapped, honestly, so just spare me with that one. Not my fault,
We
okay?
have the edge in this fight.
Actually my fault. But whatever. I mean, I'm definitely in a favorable position either way. It's fine. It's not a good play though. I should have exiled that every time. Let them take the free indestructible, I think. Probably. Yeah, whatever. Win's a win. One card because it's drawing you that virtue thing. I don't know. We'll see. Not sure. No, the second side is actually worthless. So you're just playing 2 mana double. It's literally only for the front side. So you're actually playing a dud card. I don't think I need to march in this matchup. Also, how did I not find a blue source there? Well, I guess maybe I top deck it here. It's not a big deal, I guess. Maybe. I mean, it will be. Ramp, man. Very unfortunate matchups here, but again, I think my ramp matchup is not like horrible. I mean, it's horrible if I can't find blue though. The thing about ramp decks in best of one is they have to respect aggro so much more, which means most of their cards are actually dead against me, which is a really good thing. And they have less threats usually, and those threats I can deal with very efficiently in this deck with To the End and Farewell as well. Although, yeah, if I'm missing a color for the entire game, that's probably not going to work out too well. I have more than enough. The adventure side can work with Wandering Emperor, but I think that's it. It works with Lockdown? No, it doesn't. It's useless with Lockdown. It's just Wandering Emperor. But again, that's both of those are 6 mana, which is not something you're getting very often. Like, if you think about it, they were stuck on 5 for so long. Like, you have to draw lands too, which is also a problem. I just have a lot of questions about the deck's consistency, but I think it's theoretically stable. So it's something I'm willing to take a look at.
People.
I think if you play Faithful Mending, it might tie the deck together perfectly, where you have a card that can discard the useless sweepers against control,
That's
and you have a card that can discard the adventure against aggro. So, and you're gaining 2 life, so it's also relevant in that aspect, but it's mostly relevant just because it's cheap and it allows you to dig quickly for answers or for win cons. So the fact that this card exists gives me some hope for the deck. Now, if only I could find a blue source before it's too late. Which is like, it's probably too late and like now. Whoopsie. Okay, did not want to press that. I can't really see myself winning this game. The odds were in my favor to find a blue source though with this, or at least reasonably by this turn. I should have had it, but that's not always how Magic goes. Now I'm stuck with 3 uncastable cards, 4 because I can't even get to the mana. Like I'm just I'm screwed. I keep drawing dead cards. That's fine. Actually, that's more than fine. If they use treasure for that, that's okay. Why would they waste their treasure on that? Doesn't make sense. Uh, Such a waste of time, really. I should really concede, probably. You cannot prevent the life gain. That's the thing that most people misunderstand about Archangel Wrath. You cannot prevent the life gain. It's already on the stack. It's already resolved basically. It's already tied to the creature itself, so it does not change anything if you remove it. It's tied to the card itself, not to the state of whether it's alive or not. But yeah, it can be counterintuitive. I agree. I think most people intuitively think that you can do that, myself included at the time. So yeah, I can't really say that it's like it's a little bit confusing, but yeah, like it's the creature doing the damage. Doesn't matter if it's on the board or not. It just reads the card and it says lifelink on the card. So there you go. There you have it. I think it might be better for me to do this. Gain some life while I can. Oh wait, that's 4. Oh, this thing is trash. What the? I assumed it was 3-mana activation, but 4-mana activation for 1/4? Jeez. That is not as good as I thought it was. On Commando? Yeah, Commando's good. Commando's a good card. Again, you see the situation where they probably have a bunch of anti-aggro cards, which is allowing me to like maybe make my way back into this game. I say maybe, but like I have like a 5% chance to win this game now from a huge tempo loss that I took early. Okay, finding these lands though gives me some hope. Probably. Could even go aggressive here. Like the good news is I do have Farewell, which is my one copy of a card that can impact the game very heavily. Also, I need to find the end quickly. I need to find Kaya. Like the tools are here, but I'm not really sure if I can find them in time. Which is the main question. Also, I might Mirax here. I think it's a genuine win con to just go for poison win. I think I'll do it. Instead of drawing. At this point, I'm too far behind to consider going for resource battle, I think. I just go for like removal spell baits plus Mirax win con. Or they'll have to remove the Mirax eventually. It's a decent draw. More lands, the better. Also allows me to 3 and 4, which is good. Yeah, this thing is this thing is so bad. I get it's like it's actually cringe. That's pretty good. But any manland being like a manland is actually like decent. Like I don't know, the fact that it is a manland it makes it passable, but it is really weak. It is very weak. I think if this red, when this creature attacks or blocks, it would be a little bit more interesting because then you can justify it as a blocker a little bit more. But as it stands, it just feels a little bit too underwhelming, I think. Yeah, it's actually crazy compared to the green black one, yeah, for sure. Like the stats are not even close, and the effect is, I would argue, I don't know. Like in an aggressive deck, you don't really want tap lands, so it doesn't really make sense anyways. In a control deck, you'd rather have the 4/4 every time, obviously. Or yeah, this is okay. Do I want to brick that? Let's draw. I'll find the end, I won't. I guess I could just void run this, but it might just be better to deal with it now. I'm not drawing the right spells. Guess I just always start with this. Hmm. Probably discard this, play this, sweep, get my Wandering Emperor back, keep these. Do I want to keep Virtue? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Do I want to exile the graveyard? I'm just doing it. Whatever.
Now you've done it.
Maybe I
Let's
plus
come
there
home.
because I'm gonna sweep. Probably. Oh, they're just. That's fine.
See you later. Guards, to me.
Couldn't find the end. Can't find card draw either. I don't know if the whale win con is actually real though. Depends if they have another Atraxa or not, which they might not. But they probably have removal if they don't. Actually, they wouldn't have that much more. No. Yeah. I guess I have to play it. Yeah, whatever. Wait, aren't they sweeping here? Let me just take it. No, I'll do this one. I'll use 2 mana, gain 3, I guess. Virtue, yeah, that sucks. I just don't have the card advantage for this. Yeah, I guess I just dig. And get the whale back. I just exile everything. I have to find Kaya quickly. It will win the game though. I get it. Maybe. Yeah, I have to sweep now. There we go. Do I grab another Sunfall because I might need a sweeper? Yeah, probably. Even though it puts more X at the bottom, I think it's more important to just have something that can interact here. Does this have an ult? No, it doesn't. Alright, whatever.
Phyrexia shows no mercy. You're not safe from me.
I could minus on that, but that might. But I mean, oh wait, it's just exiled. Oh, so they can't reanimate it, but then I don't get this effect, which I think is just better. Also, shouldn't I have done that before they get to look at tops? Yeah, well, yeah. But I mean, even if they get another Atraxa, it's not that. It's actually not that good. Maybe I don't care about Atraxa. Like now that I have this on the board, whether they resolve it or not, there's nothing that they can possibly find that interacts with this, so it's not even relevant. I don't even know. Like they have this, which I can interact with. This is kind of annoying because it puts me closer to kill range. They grab this and then... Okay, sure. Oh, they could... Oh, that could have screwed me. If they found my Kaya with that... Maybe I just sweep here. Maybe I just don't care about this. What they get? What? They got my the end. God damn it. I don't have many removal spells for this, but they actually found one. I think I just do I the end attracts that or tally? Maybe just copy a tally. Wait. The 1/1 spirit creature? I can't transform it right now. Yeah, Murex Sunfall is not bad, but then you have to keep in mind this is coming, so I can't do that. It's definitely the end this turn. And it's not Murex, but I don't know which one I want. What do I even have left? I guess I don't have that much left. I think I'm just the ending this. I'm just getting a tally. Okay, that's annoying. They have... Yeah, they only had one copy of a tally. It was probably correct. Wait, I thought they had two copies of... Oh. I mean, I could also just... Nah, I think I just do this. Token doesn't transform, no, I don't think it does. You need the card itself, so I can never transform it, but I do get the activate ability, so I do get the effect, which I think is probably better than the Traxa here. Sure. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Yeah, that's good. They do have Sunfall though. Oh, I can kick it from here? That's kind of crazy. Cool. Don't I always attack here and just Murex? I have the tools to deal with everything, so... God, I mean, the land's a land, right? Again, I said all man lands are useful. To some extent. At least it's 5 mana, deal 3. I don't care, I can just destroy the... It's fine. Yeah, I like that this card is like unbeatable against certain decks. It's kind of fun. So I just get a +1 here, I guess. +1 on stats. Also, I could exile this, get my Wandering Emperor back. Whoops. Oh, never mind. Wait. Is it lethal? 3/3 +1, but I don't think I have mana. 4 or 5. No, I don't. Still attack, right?
That's just a start.
I have this to cut this down. See, I said I don't need counter magic to beat this, and I was right. I don't think playing that makes a difference. I don't care about activating that on my turn or their turn. Like, I built the deck correctly with this matchup in mind. The problem is I don't really have anything to do against control. And there's not much I can do to change that other than fundamentally change the list, which would mean playing like 4 copies of Jace and then not playing Black probably, so... If you enjoy my content and would like to help me keep making it, consider supporting me over on Patreon, where you can access to a bunch of bonus videos, as well as other rewards depending on the tiers. And thank you so much to all the lovely patrons that are already subscribed. I appreciate it very much. And I will see you all in the next video.